Greetings, it seems evident that exhaustion has made its home with you, much as it has with me. You've reached the point where severing ties becomes imperative for reclaiming autonomy over your life. Ceasing communication with a narcissist and establishing boundaries can prove arduous, as their resistance to change remains glaringly apparent. No matter the allure of their attempts, resolute refusal to allow the narcissist back into your life is paramount. It necessitates resilience to avoid repeating past mistakes. Their eventual acknowledgement of their waning control over you may come grudgingly. These individuals endeavor to perpetuate the illusion of your dependence on them, driven by their own insecurities. Nevertheless, stand firm. Your dominion over your life is non-negotiable. External concerns should not deter you. Asserting your authority precipitates a decline in the narcissist's self-assurance, diminishing their influence over you. By asserting yourself, their fabricated sense of significance crumbles. They forfeit control over your life, rendering their presence inconsequential. Reclaiming command of your life may appear daunting, but you need not navigate this journey alone. Our personalized guidance commences at just $1 per week. Click the link below to embark on a transformative voyage towards empowerment. Together, we will equip you with the tools necessary to confront adversity and reclaim autonomy. At journey's end, liberation and self-sufficiency await. Join us today, and let's embark on this odyssey of self-discovery. To the narcissist, you are merely another pawn in their game. They evade accountability and anticipate a warm reception upon their return, despite the distress and turmoil they've caused. Their ego doesn't care about how much you're hurting. All that counts is that you're ready to help them when they come back. That's not how the story goes, though. Narcissists think that you'll be happy when they come back, but they don't understand how hard it is to forget and make peace. They don't have a lot of emotional intelligence, so it's hard for them to know how other people feel when they are ignored, insulted, upset, rejected, or left alone. This is because narcissists had hurt feelings as kids and find it hard to sense and understand how other people feel. Because of this flaw, they act like they don't care. When they know everything is over, nasty people might find it hard to face the truth. They may still think they can go back to your life and change into the person they were before. A lot of the time they'll be nice at first but slowly turn against you. They'll get rid of you when the time comes. But they might try to get back into your life if they believe you're not smart enough to understand how bad this loop is. But they won't be able to carry out their plan if they know how they try to control you and see that your mind has healed. If they think you are stupid or easy to control, they might come back into your life. People will keep coming back if they think you'll still be weak-minded and let them hurt you. However, if they feel like they have lost power over you, they will try to spy on you from afar by reading your Facebook posts or talking to your friends and family. They can't let you go live your life because they still care about you. They may follow you around for weeks, months, or even years after you leave to see how things are going. They like it when you're sad and lost because they don't want you to get better. They won't say they're to blame though, either because they don't know or because they don't care. They don't understand how you feel and wouldn't or can't put themselves in your place. This is exactly why the relationship was doomed to fail. Another person who is a narcissist doesn't back and understand you when you're with them. When they know it's over and you're done, they try to get you back in. They want your love not because they've changed or because they care about you, but because they want you to notice them and like them again. Narcissists look at relationships only from the point of view of what they can get out of them. They need something from you if they come back. It's likely that this selfish way of thinking will never go away. Like this article, if you want to know when we write something new, click the subscribe button and tell us what you think. If you want to help, you could bring something to the show. Enjoy your time and we'll see you soon.
Hey there, fellow psychology enthusiasts. Let's delve into the enigma of Narcissus. That seemingly invincible facade? It's merely a meticulously crafted mask. Picture the narcissist as a master of illusion, weaving a narrative akin to a high-stakes game of make-believe. Their aim? To project an aura of flawlessness and invulnerability. Yet, beneath this glossy veneer lies a truth incongruent with their grandiose tale. For those grappling with the aftermath of narcissistic abuse, It's imperative to pierce through the facade and recognize the fragility within these ostensibly formidable individuals. Today, we'll dissect the 5 common vulnerabilities shared by all narcissists. Join me as we explore. First off, narcissists harbor a deep-seated fear of inadequacy, despite their outward projection of perfection. Their ceaseless quest for validation serves as a desperate bid to silence their inner demons. Moreover, beneath the facade of grandeur simmers a perpetual sense of disquiet, gnawing away at their already fragile self-worth. With a deficit in empathy, narcissists ensnare themselves in a web of deceit, hindering genuine connections and perpetuating their isolation. Furthermore, their insatiable hunger for admiration renders them susceptible to manipulation by those feigning admiration. Lastly, their delicate egos are easily wounded by even the faintest hint of criticism, often culminating in dramatic outbursts. Shedding light on these vulnerabilities offers insights into the intricacies of the human psyche and ego dynamics. Understanding the fragility veiled by their tough exterior is instrumental in breaking the cycle of abuse and fostering genuine healing. So, let's embark on this journey together, unraveling the complexities of the human mind. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay tuned for more profound insights. First mistake. I didn't think about myself. Being self-aware is an important part of growing as a person. To really move forward, we have to admit our flaws and mistakes. Narcissists, on the other hand, can't learn about themselves because they are stuck in fantasy and denial. They tend to avoid taking responsibility, which keeps them from facing their own flaws. Each mistake is blamed on outside forces, which frees them from responsibility and keeps them thinking of themselves as perfect people who don't make mistakes. There is a deep sadness behind the mask of arrogance and entitlement. They don't want to admit when they're wrong, which stops them from growing as a person and keeps their life from moving forward. Narcissists slow down their growth, just like trees that don't get enough food. Their basis is a story of being a victim, wanting to be admired, and believing they are better than others while still being limited by things they put on themselves. The saddest thing about narcissists is not how big they are, but how they can't do anything. They don't have the humility to admit when they're wrong, so they go through life full of self-delusion, always trying to reach an ideal of growth that will never come true. While you leave a narcissist in this mental mess, their complaints will keep playing over and over again like a broken record. It's possible for even the most determined ego to change their mind after thinking about it. Going deep into oneself, on the other hand, means facing hidden shadows and unpleasant facts. But the benefits are endless for those who are brave enough to start this journey. When narcissists face their flaws and inner demons with courage and dedication, they go through a deep change and become humble pilgrims on a journey to knowledge. It is through this hard process that they learn to value their flaws as important scars on their souls. Being aware of themselves becomes their compass, leading them to evolve and change for the better. We should feel sorry for the narcissist instead of leaving them to their own devices. Under their bluster is a hurt soul that wants to be saved. Even if the path ahead is hard, the trip of self-discovery can bring comfort and renewal, even to hearts that don't want it. Second, they like to compete and don't believe in working together. When things go wrong in life, narcissists feel alone because their ego is their only support. Their focus on themselves makes it hard for them to work together, which is an important part of both personal and community growth. Teamwork creates a harmonious synergy, but narcissists stay alone in joint settings because they are too focused on themselves to make any contributions to the progress of the group. Think about the complicated dance of co-parenting. Working together is not only helpful, it's necessary for everyone's health. In this case, the narcissist's self-centeredness hurts the family's unity and turns parenting into a popularity contest instead of a shared duty to care for and protect the children. Because they are so focused on themselves, They don't see what their kids need and instead put their own wants ahead of discipline and rules. As a result, relationships break down, leaving behind hurt feelings and broken emotions. When kids are used as pawns in their narcissistic parents' games, every interaction turns into a fight for power. Narcissists still don't understand the idea of working together because it goes against their philosophy of praising themselves. Their ego distorts their view of the world, so they don't see other people's needs and are only focused on their never-ending desire to win. Narcissists are always trying to get what they want, so they use trickery, gaslighting, and stretching the truth to make their co-parent the bad guy in their story. Still, there is a glimmer of hope in the middle of the chaos. Narcissists' short-term wins are based on lies and deception about themselves, which keeps them unhappy and controlled by their egos. Let's fight the rule of narcissistic ego and try to build relationships based on respect and understanding. This search holds the promise of real relationship and long-lasting happiness, free from the chains of self-centered narcissism. Dear fans, before we go any further, I strongly suggest that you subscribe to Narcissist Exposed. It has a lot of deep discussions and thoughts. By subscribing, you get access to material that makes you think about things like self-reflection, personal growth, and strength. Join our group of people who want to learn more about people and make the world a better place. Stay tuned to Narcissist Exposed for ideas and thoughts that will change your life. Third, they quickly quit because they're bored. People who are narcissists are driven by an endless desire to be happy, like lost travelers in a desert who keep chasing mirages that disappear when you look more closely. Their emotions seem to come and go like fleeting shadows, leaving only a hollow echo of their presence. Because they feel so disconnected from themselves, narcissists can't connect with the easy things that make other people happy. For them, happiness is a fleeting ghost that they can never catch. Take their desire for material wealth as an example. While some people may find short-term pleasure in collecting things, narcissists see these pursuits as empty wins that can't fill the void inside them, no matter how many cars or homes they buy. It's like dumping water into a hole that doesn't have a bottom. Like fires that are blown away by the wind, their interests flicker and fade, and they become passionate about following one short-lived pleasure after another. Their lives are like a crazy dance where things are always moving and changing, but deep down there is a huge emptiness that can't be filled by anything else. So why do they keep looking for new things? The answer lies in the short-lived feeling of happiness that comes with achieving something new. Like addicts who are looking for their next hit, narcissists want to be liked and accepted. They feel better about themselves when they achieve short-term success. But even though they keep looking, their inner void stays the same, a quiet reminder of how empty their lives are. Narcissists are stuck inside the walls they've made for themselves, no matter how busy they are. Their never-ending search for short-lived pleasures doesn't fill the hole inside them, leaving their lives meaningless and empty. In their never-ending quest for praise, they hurt relationships and fail to reach their own goals. Before we can understand narcissists' flaws, we need to know that their apparent arrogance hides a hurt soul that longs for forgiveness. By understanding their weaknesses, we can get to the bottom of their complicated minds and show them the kindness and understanding they need so badly. As a first step toward healing, people must recognize and face their inner fears while also becoming more self-aware. Because we are traveling together, we can work to fix what is broken and make a way to a better future based on understanding, kindness, and empathy. Fourth, they worry about how they look and how other people see them because they don't want to be put down. People carefully watch how they look and act in public places because they are afraid of being embarrassed. Narcissists feel this fear the most because, even though they seem confident and unbreakable, they are actually filled with deep-seated shame and self-doubt. Their outward confidence hides a deep-seated sense of insecurity that permeates all of their exchanges and relationships. Fear of being exposed makes narcissists respond defensively and with ferocious anger when they think they might be embarrassed. People around them are confused by their erratic behavior because they are overly sensitive and often respond badly to even the most harmless comments. In order to avoid feeling shame, narcissists create complex identities that are full of traits of superiority, brilliance, and perfection. Still, keeping these walls in good shape costs a lot. They are always trying to keep up their image, which often leads to taking advantage of and manipulating the people closest to them. Victims may be seen as things that the narcissist can use to boost his or her public image, without caring about the victim's mental health. Someone with narcissistic personality disorder might use their child or partner as a prop to get approval and admiration from other people. But the effects of this kind of objectification can leave permanent psychological scars. Narcissists give up real human connection and humanity in their never-ending quest to avoid feeling shame. Their focus on image over human connections keeps them in a cycle of manipulation and exploitation that weakens real relationships. To break this harmful habit, we need to understand how narcissistic behavior works and work on showing empathy and understanding when we talk to other people. We can only free ourselves from manipulation and exploitation by making real relationships with other people. Fifth, users are like drugs. They can't stop using them. Narcissists' whole behavior is based on addiction, driven by an unquenchable need for both social approval and financial pleasure. Their constant need to be liked pushes them to do many things that make them feel good, and some of them become addicted to sex, money, or substances like drugs and alcohol. They need outside approval to stay alive, which makes them more dependent on other people than the average person. They are dependent on others because they are afraid of being alone and thinking about themselves, which makes them look for constant distractions to avoid facing their inner turmoil. Narcissists use outside supports to calm their unstable feelings, even though they seem in control. Behind their outward confidence lies a deep emotional immaturity that is clear in the way they often lose it and become violent. Like toddlers stuck in adult bodies, they are always looking for ways to feel good, which keeps them in a loop of addiction where they keep switching stimuli in a hopeless effort to fill the void inside. Their every move is controlled by this addictive loop, which keeps them from becoming self-aware and stops them from growing as a person. Narcissists avoid dealing with their problems by getting more addicted, which keeps them dependent and unhappy all the time. Narcissists seem unbeatable, but deep down, they have a